Ice cream style. Also Claire style. Edel department store. It's another department store. Terrell. It would make for a really nice gift, don't you think? I don't know, man. Danton. Hello, looking for a little memento of your visit. Memento. Accessory shop. We have everything here. You can get a proxy puppet here if you didn't get one from Chapter 3. Lucia! I'm on a trip with my mommy. Cool. Carla. My daughter and I came from a small village in ruin called Minoria to see the capital. Oh yeah! Thought you sounded familiar. Sophina. I flew in from Bose to sell some of my merchandise. Lydia. Sienna. Ooh, they have stuff from Ravenous. Score! But why is it you can only ever find the things you want when you have no money? That's very true. Kitty! Welcome! Would you like to try a free sample of our tea? I can even teach you how to prepare your own cup. Okay. Mitty. The girl over there giving out free tea samples. That's my twin sister, Kitty. She's the most popular waitress here right now. She stole the tea-selling position from me and said it was okay because she's older and wiser. She actually said wiser. I'll show her. I'll be the best tea seller ever. Okay. You say so, man. Food counter. So, of course, this is where they sell ingredients. Not really a big deal, but there it is. Brady Bunch surprises. Family members grounded for one whole week after firing shots at Buffalo Palace. Lily, welcome to the welcome to the Adele department store, where your money goes far and really wants to play. Okay. Brady style. We got a new issue of the newspaper. SC-1202. City shaken over possible sedition conspiracy. Sudden mistrust falls on elite group. Being the elite, even. Issue 8. Featured story, Conspiracy in the Royal City? Shock of a Royal Guard arrests. According to a statement issued by the Intelligence Division late last night, the Royal Guard conspired to revolt within the Royal City. This shocker occurred when the group was confronted by the Intelligence Division Special Operations Unit, which identified the unfolding plot, Julia Schwartz. Following the incident, the Army Strategic Operations Headquarters called for an immediate stand-down of the Royal Guard. It also appears that the incident at the Central Factory was the work of the seditionist movement, led by the former Royal Guard members. Evidence gathered from the attack seemed to have been a deciding factor in IDing the culprits. Ex-First Lieutenant Julia Schwartz, pictured above, is currently on the run with a number of her fellow officers. A warrant has been issued for their arrest. Herb Royal Villa on lockdown. The Intelligence Division has set up headquarters in the Herb Royal Villa and is preparing for an attack by the insurgent unit. In the meantime, entry into the area surrounding the villa is strictly prohibited. Suspicion of the elite unit. A sedition plot, an attack on the Fentrel Factory. It's supposed to be Central Factory. Her Majesty's most trusted unit has suddenly, like a bolt out of the blue, been accused of some truly heinous crimes. These shocking events have sent citizens of the royal city reeling in a state of bafflement. Yet there has still been no word from the Intelligence Division about the evidence or motive behind these incidents. In the interest of public sentiment, should not swift steps be taken to demonstrate clearly the grounds for these claims? Society. A postponement of festivities? A royal official disclosed today that Her Majesty Queen Alicia appears to have fallen ill and is presently recuperating in the royal keep. It was also noted that Princess Claudia would be attending to the needs of her grandmother. Her Royal Highness. For the time being, the Honorable Duke Dunan von Ostlies will be assuming all official duties in her stead. Oh dear God in heaven. This country's doomed. It is conceivable that there may be a postponement of the annual festivities if Her Majesty's recovery is unfavorable. In the royal city, already taken aback at the arrest of a unit within the royal army, this is another piece of depressing news for all the peace-loving citizens. Our prayers go out to Her Majesty for a speedy recovery. Society. The martial arts competition begins. This year's martial arts competition is hosted by the Honorable Duke Dunan von Ostlies, in place of Her Majesty, and despite the uncertainty arising from recent events, the preliminary rounds will begin as scheduled. Owing to the Duke's strong inclination to have teams of 4 battle it out, this year's match format was changed. The sudden modification sent competitors scrambling in an effort to assemble teams. It appears, however, that one competitor, a citizen of the Republic, has elected to go it alone for the time being. This solitary challenger, will he be able to make it through the preliminaries? Probably. If I had to guess. Juno Naval Fortress is about to get a whole lot funnier. You know what I'm talking about? Good times. Grancel landing port. It's a landing port. Airship arrivals and departures to Roland to Zeiss to Calvard Republic. Dangerous combustible objects prohibited. Yeah. Settle down, Beavis. Finella. We apologize and thank you for your patience. Due to Royal Army inspection procedures, our departure and arrival times alike have been severely delayed. Further information regarding the boarding process will be given upon the orbital ship's arrival in port. Okay. Liberal Orbital Ship Public Corporation. We can actually go inside. Rutherford is here for some unknown reason. Nobody knows why, he just is. I finally made it to Grancel. Our arrival was delayed for Army inspections. Cool. Filder. Thanks to all these Royal Army inspections, our flight schedules are in shambles! I've been taking a lot of complaints from customers, especially this guy named John, but I'm at a total loss as to where I can go to file some of my own. It's not even our fault, yet we're the ones who end up having to apologize for it. That's too bad. Sasha. Welcome to Liberal Orbital Ship. Okay. Welcome to Bonus Round. They have a telephone here. That's always a dangerous thing to have with John around. I'll tell you what. Mechanic Peyton. The Arcee is specifically owned by the royal family. The Royal Army shouldn't have any authority to impound it. Has Her Majesty truly given them the authority to do such a thing? Probably. The Arcee has been impounded by the Royal Army. No civilians are allowed near it. That's a shame. Traffic Control Tower. All unauthorized personnel are prohibited. That means you, sir. Over here. Tiffany! It's Tiffy time! This new maintenance chief. Well, let me put it to you this way. Ever managed a maintenance team before? No? You'd still be better at the job. I wish we'd have been given a real man. Someone we could actually depend on and trust. Carnero. Ever since I became head of maintenance, everything's just gone to hell around me. First it was sky bandits, now there are terrorists. Uh-oh. These are some dark times. Yeah, well. That's how it goes sometimes, dude. You gotta get through it. Okay, what's over here? Nothing! Fun. Ba 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 ba. The History Museum. Grancel North Block. It's Noelle. Noelle Fokker. Even with the tournament underway, there are fewer tourists here than usual. Probably because the castle under lockdown. I mean, people come for the tournament, but they stay for the castle. It's Becker. So, next package. Man, this city is freaking huge. I hate being a delivery boy here. Kinda reminds me of a bishop from Crossbell, since he's always running around like a pool expert. Here's Grancel Castle. We get a nice castle theme, although I don't think we can actually go in here yet. Private Dan. Just a moment, please. I'm sorry, but entry to the castle is strictly prohibited. And Private Alutz. Sorry, but the castle is off limits right now. That's too bad. Castle style. Dalton Castle. What do we got here? Hotel Rowenbaum. It's the fanciest hotel in the country. Ritz. We have a large number of guests who have come to see the tournament. There are also other participants in the tournament who are staying at this hotel. Nice. Gotta appreciate that. Apparently they're all out at the moment. Rat bastages. This room's bigger than the rest of them for whatever reason. I guess it's the suite. The suite. Good times. Nobody's here right now, but I'm sure they will be later. This goes back to the south block where we started. Ooh. Go in here. Just walk into someone's mansion like it doesn't even matter. Helena. It's always the same old story. I'm going to make dinner today in place of my mom. She deserves a break. Okay. You say so. Marion! My husband. Well, he's crazy for big public events. During the martial arts competition and the Queen's birthday celebration, he's pretty much inconsolable. That's too bad. Martin and Marion. The martial arts competition is underway at long last. An event of this scale should only be experienced as a family unit, no? I don't know about all that, but regardless. Ba 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 bum. I'm stuck. I need an adult. That dude almost ran me over. Norch. Even when he is home, all he ever talks about are his hobbies. What kind of a relationship is it when the two of us hardly ever see one another, and only ever engage in small talk when we do? Don't you hate small talk? It sucks, dude. I hate it. Pisses me off. Helmuth. I'd normally be at work in the castle, but the Duke suddenly thrust a mandatory vacation on me all of a sudden. Well, I don't have anything better to do, so I've just been fishing. Fishing, fishing, fishing. Everybody's fishing. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ah! Don't run me over, sir. West Block. Do-do-do-do-do. West Block. Another mansion. Dahlia. I must clean the house before the master's return. Okay. Master style. Master. Katrina. Ah, hello there. Please forgive my appearance. You caught me in the midst of cooking beef stew for my granddaughter. Beef stew? Everybody likes beef stew. Beef stew. Rianne. Yay, Grandpa's coming home! I hope he gets... I hope he gets here right now. No? How about now? Still no? Aw, boo. Woo! Talk about denied.
Denied.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. There's a bunch of birds here. I remember there being something involving these pigeons. I think that might be in the second game, actually, but I don't remember exactly what, but there's something that goes along with those. Peter! I just saw some guys in handcuffs being led around by a group of soldiers. They came from the docks. Yeah, so this place actually has a harbor, but I don't think you can go to it until the second game. Private Datton. The port is closed right now as an anti-terrorist measure. We can't go in! Harbor District. Unauthorized entry prohibited due to heightened security. Security style, even. Grancel Cathedral. This is a big cathedral. Good lord, dude. Cisna. Idios watches over us, always. We must treasure every day of the life she has given us. Sister Noah. I hope Sister May is doing well in Roland. Although I practice religious duties the same as anyone else in my position, I'm also in charge of instructing the newly cloistered. And our ranks have been bolstered recently, but the new sister is currently out gathering grasses and herbs for us. Cool. Archbishop Current. Hopefully he doesn't berate us for bringing in grass. I thought perhaps I could take the initiative and fund the mixing of a medicine for Her Majesty's ailment. But not a soul seems to know her symptoms. No one has been told, and no one is allowed audience. The head maid, Hilda, requested an audience, but was turned away by a man in black armor. Oh, okay. If you say so, man. But only if you say so. The door's locked! What could be beyond there? Nobody knows. Nobody freaking knows. It's Bishop Revel. Welcome to our local cathedral, where the Septian faith is kept alive. I heard it's only kept alive by machines. True story. Bible. Okay. Good times. Ba 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 ba. Charnel? So, are all those rumors about the terrorist attack true? I hope it doesn't adversely affect our cost of living. Why not? Baral Coffee House. Sounds like a place the Lancer would want to go. So I guess this is basically Starbucks. Connor! This is a really relaxing place. I kill many an hour here just sipping a cuppa and reading. Reading style. Chef's Curry. I don't have enough money! Baral. Hello and welcome to the Baral Coffee House. We have almost any kind of coffee you can imagine. Go right ahead and make yourselves at home. Tell me what to do, sir. Alright. We need to sell some bullshit. We need to do some jobs. Sell off some of this nonsense that we have more than one of. Armor vest. Armor hot dogs. Play the ticket. That should keep us good for a while. Rich espresso. And of course, Chef's Curry. Amazingly, through some sort of flavor osmosis, you managed to piece out the recipe for Chef's Curry simply by tasting it. You know, never really said that stuff before, and now suddenly it's saying it all over. I don't know why, but it just is, so shut up. One time when the Japanese streamers were fighting a dragon when they randomly started looking at a Suji Bucks coffee shop. I bet they were making jokes about Starbucks. Chef's Curry. Takes 4 crisp onion, 4 flaky potatoes, 4 dirty carrot, 3 tricolored rice, and 3 marbled steaks. An appetizing, authentic curry with a spicy aroma. 1000 HP for all. Not too shabby. Rich espresso. Just takes 10 dragon beans. A cup of coffee that'll even wake a hibernating bear. Heals 500 HP and cures sleep. Fun. You know what that means? There's only one recipe left. Where could it be? The world may never. The world is a vampire. Good times. What do we have here? The Liberal News Service. Soraya. Welcome to the Liberal News. Despite our name, we're totally nonpartisan. I swear. Wink. First floor is information, second floor is the newsroom, and third floor is printing. There's almost nobody in the newsroom these days, so I've kind of been put in charge of it by default. That's too bad. So I guess this is where Dorothy and Niall work. Telephone! How you doing? Middle-aged man. I know that crest. Would you two happen to be the junior bracers, Estelle and Joshua? I don't know. Who's asking? I'm the editor-in-chief of the Liberal News, and the editor who let it come out is garbage. You're garbage, sir. I've heard about you two from both Niall and Dorothy. Oh, okay. That's us, then. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're avid readers. We sure are. Glad to hear it. Did you want to see Niall? Not especially. Good, because he's not here. He won't be back for a while. He's on assignment down in Beaver City. Niall's out right now, getting us some juicy nuggets of reportable goodness. The scoop. The skinny. He won't be back for a while. He's doing a live remote down in Beaver City. Faults. If I don't get that manuscript soon, my editor will kill me. Niall and Notisha are so much stricter than the Chief. Chief style. Here's the printing room. Notisha. The prelims are gonna start here soon. Camera? Check. Press pass? Check. And double check. Checkbook? Yes. Codio. Do. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Good times. Also, there's this here, which will also come into play later. So keeping it. Sale! Turner Gill put this for sale sign here! What a bastage! House for sale. Easy conversion to restaurant. That's where Frank Solich used to live. Until he got fired. There's a house here. Lakeisha. I swear, ever since we moved here to the capital, all he's done is piss his life away. That's too bad. Belio. We just moved here. Ever since I was a child, it's been a dream of mine to live in the royal capital. He's pissing his life away, didn't you know? That's a shame, man. A damn shame. Public shaming. Duncan. How long do they plan to keep the port closed anyway? I guess he works at the port. So he's kind of out of a job right now. Since they closed it down. You jerks. Cigaro! Oh, this is where they live. It's good to be home after such a long pilgrimage. A new sister joined the cathedral in my absence. I must familiarize myself with her name. Okay. So busy again. I did so much shopping that getting it all sorted out is going to take forever. My husband got to enjoy his churches, and I got to enjoy my shopping. It was a win-win for us, both husband and wife. So does her family own the department store, or do they just happen to have the same name? Something else we may never know the answer to. Alright, finally we want to head over to the guild. Whoa. I think all of the bracers are here. Elnan. May fortune smile upon you. With everyone together, I think we may just succeed. Elnan looks like a pirate. Now you've got it. It's Grant. We saw him once, way back in Chapter 1. Karna's here. If you're participating, I expect nothing less than everything you've got. An analyst! Right. We can't let those army goons beat us. And there's Kurt. A different Kurt. Now then, we ought to get going soon. How you doing? Pardon the intrusion. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. Oh, Karna! Wow, fancy meeting you here. Ah, yes, and we met once during the whole Sky Bandit incident. You were the rookies with Shara, right? Long time no see. What brings you all to Grancel? I'll field that one. They have to hurry or else they'll be late. Whoops, you're right. Sorry, you two. We'll talk later. We've got to be going. See you later, rookies! Pardon me. Kurt style. Like that time Kurt got thrown off a cliff and climbed back up. Ah, it must be so awesome to be a full-fledged bracer. Indeed. They all look pretty tough. But you were talking about something when we came in. Was that what I think it was? Indeed so. They're all leaving to participate in the big fighting tournament, the martial arts competition. Oh yeah? Whoa. Sorry. I'm Estelle Bright, currently of the Zeiss branch. And I'm Joshua Bright, of the same affiliation. I'm Elnan. I'm with the Grancel branch. Miss Killica got in touch with me and informed me that you two would be coming soon. Could I get you to go ahead and change your affiliation now? Affiliation style? Certainly. Stella and Joshua signed the assignment change forms. Excellent. I bid you welcome to the Grancel branch of the Bracer Guild. Personally, I've been looking quite forward to your arrival. You are the children of Cassius, are you not? Yes. I suppose you know him. I mean, who doesn't? Oh yes, I'm ever in his debt. Is it true that he set out on a journey from which he has not yet returned? Yeah. He hasn't been home in quite some time. He did write us a letter, but he failed to mention where he was or what he was doing. We've traveled everywhere from Roland to Zeiss, but we've heard no news of his whereabouts. Which I suppose makes it unlikely that he's still in the country. That's a pity. The Army's current counter-terrorism activities have made it difficult for us to do our jobs. With a former soldier like Cassius among us, I'd hoped it might smooth things over. But no such luck. Is something wrong? Well, actually, we know what's going on behind the scenes with all of that. Eh? Let us tell you everything that happened with the incident in Zeiss. Stella and Joshua explained what they'd learned in Leyston Fortress, as well as Professor Russell's request. What? What's wrong? Nothing. It's all just a lot to take in. So Colonel Richard is actually in control of the Royal Army. And the counter-terrorism is just a big farce put on by the Intelligence Division Special Forces. That's a little difficult to believe. But it's true. Talk with Killica at this Ace branch and she'll confirm our story. It's alright. It's not that I don't believe you. On the contrary, a few pieces of the puzzle have just fallen into place, as it were. However, Colonel Richard is an extremely popular man in the city. Though it pains me to say so, I've been sympathetic to him all this time. And the citizens would never dream that the Colonel could be involved in any sort of conspiracy. Conspiracy theory, even. I figured as much. The Intelligence Division has played everyone for fools. They played us like a damn fiddle, didn't you know? The Bracer Guild cannot directly interfere with military matters, but neither can we simply stand back and watch. First of all, did you accept the professor's request? Damn right we did. Absolutely. The question is, how do we get an audience with Her Majesty? That is an issue. Ordinarily, a guild letter alone would be enough to get you in. Really? Oh, no way! No need to worry, then. Estelle, I really don't think it's going to be quite that simple. Of course not. Why would things be simple? That would just be weird. No matter how you look at it, the royal guards that are supposed to be protecting the castle are being treated as terrorists. Do you understand what that means? Well, I think it means that... Alright. So here you want to say the queen is in danger, the castle security won't be as tight. You want to say that letter would just get crumpled up. That's the most likely outcome, yes. Odds are that the Colonel has as strong a hold on the Grancel castle as he did on Leishton Fortress. Crumpled up like a Dixie cup. Oh yeah! You know what I'm talking about. I guess so. In other words, there's no simple way we're going to get in touch with Her Majesty. We could possibly sneak in like we did at Leishton Fortress. Bum ba bum 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 bum. But I doubt they'd be so foolish as to fall for the same trick twice. Well, in that case, why don't we just try going like normal and see what happens? If we play our cards right, we might get some useful info out of the gatekeeper. Very unlikely, but you never know. Fine by me, but just one piece of advice. Keep the fact that we want to see the Queen to yourself. If Colonel Richard gets wind of it, he'll likely cause us no end of trouble. Oh, okay. And I believe it would be a good idea to keep this whole matter under wraps for the time being. We must gather more intel. Just so you know, the Royal Castle is just off the main street directly to the north. Yeah, we were just there. We know where it is, man. So settle down. Go ahead and get what information you can, but use the utmost caution. You bet, Mr. Elman. We'll let you know if we find anything. Like when Mitch read an almanac joke about the Dixie cup being invented, crumpled up, and thrown in the waste paper basket. Almanac joke style. Wait, Joshua? Wasn't Chloe coming to the capital right about now? Now that you mention it, she did say she'd meet us before the birthday celebration started. She should definitely be here by now. Elnan, there wasn't a girl about our age named Chloe who came around asking for us, was there? We promised to meet up here. Chloe, you say? No, I'm afraid no one by that name has been here. Ah, raspberries. Maybe we should ask where she was staying. She mentioned some rich relatives, though there's not much of a lead, I suppose. I'm sure she's simply running late, and we'll try to contact you shortly. If she comes by, I'll be sure to let you know immediately. Oh. Nothing to report. Doesn't look like you have anything new to report right now. If you finish any posted tasks, please be sure to come back and let us know. Grancel Castle is directly north of the main road. Good luck in your pursuit. Pursuit! There are no requests. That's sad. Usually when you get to a new city, there's tons of requests, but there's none! It's so depressing! So at this point, you want to make sure you have at least 1,000 Mira in order to advance the plot. Fun fact. Which we do, so we're good. But essentially we want to head back and try and get into the castle. Even though we know that's already a no-go.